Yo, what's up guys? I'm quickly going to show you how to make a perfectly flush cryo floor, dedi floor and tektrough floor for your crafting stations or whatever, rooms, rehearsal rooms and all that stuff. And we don't need any tables, as you see, and no prop plots or whatever, I don't know, elevator tracks, whatever they are using. You don't need all of that, so you can save a lot of structures on your structure cap, and it is also very easy once you understand it. By the way, I'm using colors to show which is which foundation, because we're going to create a new snap point, and the regular foundation where you have your regular foundation support is the red one, and the new one is going to be the green one. So quickly how to create the new one: you take fence foundations. You go to your foundations wherever in your cave you have a little raised area, and then you're gonna turn it. As you see, there's multiple heights, like this is one and this is slightly below, right? And you need to find the perfect one. I already found it over here. It's easy for me. If not, you need to go out with a bit more, and then to the fence foundation you snap a pillar. You can show that fence foundation pillar, and to the pillar you can then snap your foundation. To the pillar, you snap your foundation. From here we're going towards our structure. This would be the new snap point now, like the green one, right? And I'm adding 2 walls and a railing. And now what you also need to know is that there is 3 snap points that are good and you can get. First of all, this one where the railing, the top of the railing is right below the ceiling. As you see, it's like connected with the lower part of the ceiling. We have a second one which is slightly higher, and the top of the railing is completely inside the top of the railing is completely inside the railing, inside the ceiling. And there is a third one which is over here. We don't need it because that's too high, where the railing is slightly above the ceiling. We're gonna use this one though, where we have the railing inside the ceiling and the one below the ceiling. The one below the ceiling is used for the cryo floor, and the one inside the ceiling is used for the dedis and the tektroughs. So if we are starting with this one where it's inside the ceiling, what you then do after you have that built up, you pick these walls up, and it will stay like that if it's like correctly connected, right? And from there you're gonna run, and this is the new, like slightly lowered thing. You run it to whatever spot you wanted it. I have it prepared over here already. The red one, like I said, is in the same grid as the foundation. It's just 2 walls higher. And then you just do the ladder trick. Climb. And you take the tektroughs and you can place them wherever you like that. And the dedi boxes as well. Here. That. And take the snap points. And for the other one, troughs, you're also just gonna add them. I can't add right now over here because you would need to place the ceiling after you place the other stuff, but I can quickly show you with like water ceiling actually that it still works. You place the ceiling afterwards. It will look like that later. For the tektroughs, you need to see though, there's a certain amount of tektroughs that you need for it to perfectly fit. For example, I used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 over here, and then there would be a wall which I can still add over here. As you see, 7 fit into a gap of 1, 2, 3 ceilings perfectly, and it would look like that. Okay, now to the little bit harder part, the cryo floor. And I prepared everything already because it's a bit difficult to build. So what you want to do, you run your lowered ceiling or foundation over to the place where you need that stuff. Then you go up and you connect it again, like I did over here. As you see, this time we're using the one below the ceiling. Like I said, this is for the cryo floor. From that point on, you need to go 1/4 up, and that's gonna be your walking floor. You're gonna build that after you place all the cryo fridges though, because you are starting with your regular ceiling, which would be basically built off the regular foundation. You go a quarter down, or half a wall down, which is made with the quarter walls, and then you take that as the foundation for your cryo fridges, and you can just snap them to your ceilings. Yes, I look like that, and then just build it completely full, right? And then later you're gonna add with the other snap point, which is slightly raised, you're gonna add the walking way around that stuff. And that's basically it already. I'm gonna show it again. So from the starting foundation, you go basically however much you're up with your ceiling up, and then you go 1/4 of a ceiling down. From the same ceiling you snapped your new snap point from, right? Your new ceiling over here. And from that new one you go 1/4 up, or 1/2 wall up. And it should look like that. You color it like that as well. I mean, you don't need to, but just to be sure you get the right ones. And then it will end up like that and be perfectly flush. Okay, and if you extend that, it will at some point look like this, or whatever design you're going for. Obviously there's two different floors now. As you see over there, you have the higher one for the surrounding cryo floors, and the regular one, which is for surrounding dedi boxes and tektroughs, to eliminate the gap which would exist. I mean, I can show it real quick. This would be the gap, right? To eliminate that, you can take a ramp and just add it to this one as stairs. And then you're closing the gaps if you don't want them. You can obviously also just leave it open. I just did it for the looks of it, and it will look like that. Okay, that's already it, guys. I hope you like it.